They're known as one of Southern Indiana's hardest working bands. With their powerful guitar-driven sound and electrifying stage presence, they're on a mission to rock the masses with their explosive brand of classic and new rock. It's Joe's Garage on the next Rockumentary. It all started in 2008 in the small town of Newburgh, Indiana, when veteran rockers Joe Luderbach and Joe Pappin would form a band that would bring back many of the great songs from the 70s and 80s hard rock revolution. Inspired by an old Frank Zappa album cover, they would name the band Joe's Garage and would later bring in bassist Eric Frazier and drummer Vinnie Priscilla to complete the group's original lineup.
It was a great time when we started this to bring back more of the heavier rock from the 70s and 80s. It sort of became our niche and it took off from there.
The band quickly became popular with many of the nightclub owners and their patrons across the region, and they would go on to build a loyal army of hard rockin' fans with many of the motorcycle clubs and with many of the Southern Indiana auto workers at nearby Toyota.
The fans that come out and see us, they're great, man. They come up on stage, sing with us. They're our kind of crowd. They're bikers, they're auto workers, they're college students. They all come out and they all expect a good time and we give it to them.
Joe and the boys would continue to rock their fans in 2009 with the addition of a powerful young vocalist by the name of John Hammer. His extreme high-energy stage presence and powerful vocal ability would be the perfect fit for the band's heavy sound.
John Hammer had a lot of raw talent and a lot of energy. We brought him in and that allowed us to focus more on the guitar work. It also transcended the younger music with the older music. It allows us to broaden the band, and this guy, he can rock.
Joe's Garage would forge ahead in 2010 with a brand new sound, but would still face more personnel changes early in the year when Vinnie and Eric would eventually leave the band to pursue other projects. They would soon bring in extreme bassist Richard Dunkel and a powerful young drummer by the name of Mickey King.
I remember when young Mick joined the band, Joe called me on the phone and he was pretty stoked. He's like, "You got to come out and see this young guy we got drumming for us." And so, you know, my wife and I were fans. We go out and I was amazed. He's a kid, like 10 years old. And he's got his mom out there helping him set up the gear. And she's got his little Happy Meal on the table before the gig. And when they kicked it off, young Mick was all business. Very professional.
Little Mick had been playing for many years and had cut his teeth in the Cincinnati punk rock scene in the late 90s. After a run with Joe's Garage and some other local bands, he would eventually become the house drummer with Sammy Hagar at Cabo. Joe and the boys would then bring in veteran drummer Ken Murray and a very talented audio engineer by the name of Raymond Garbers to complete the next generation of the Joe's Garage rock and roll family. Joe's Garage is all about great music and good times. But what it's really all about are the fans. And this is why this band will continue to rock for many years to come.